Here we are at the Jet Express, getting ready to load up. Yeah, we're getting on board. Alan, want to take your picture? So you want to go upstairs? Or? Let's go upstairs.
You have to cover your microphone a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not worth her being mad at me the whole day.
Well, there's a second level.
Which level do you want me on? This one?
We can go right up there. It's right, I think it's only about 20 minutes. Thing goes 42 mile an hour. Got 7,000 horsepower engine, 3,500 horsepower engine running these jet propulsion.
You guys didn't want the awesome.
There's a good view of the we've started. He's turning us around.
Happy birthday to me.
So I don't know whether he'll blow the horn, but that horn was plenty loud, wasn't it, Mary?
Yes. I jumped out of my seat.
Oh, no, no, no.
Give me this hand.
I guess I'll have to hold my head. Hold my head.
The Jet Express, for the continued comfort of all of our passengers. No eating, drinking, or smoking is permitted during our short, swift voyage to the beautiful village of Put-in Bay on historic South Bass Island. And for those of you traveling with small children who may be enjoying the view from the top deck, we ask that you keep your small ones seated or in your lap at all times for the safety of everyone on board. You are embarking upon a truly unique, albeit short, voyage aboard one of 4 water-jet-powered all-aluminum catamarans built exclusively in the United States. The Jet Express was designed in Australia and constructed by the Gladding Hearns Shipbuilding Company, the Duclos Corporation, in Somerset, Massachusetts. This 93-foot vessel is powered by twin 3,500 horsepower Deutz engines built in Germany, driving Swedish-built water jets, making this part of the fastest commercial ferry boat fleet in North America. The water jets pump out 2,000 gallons of water per second and shoot water through the guide vanes at 80 miles per hour. At full throttle, the Jet Express will be running at 35 knots or 40 miles per hour. The Jet Express was christened and put into commission on May 28, 1989. As required by the United States Coast Guard, and to ensure the safety of all on board, please pay attention as we point out the emergency exits and demonstrate how to don a life jacket in the event of an emergency. The emergency exits aboard the Jet Express are in the following locations. On the inside cabin, on the lower deck, exits are out of the stern of the vessel through clearly marked doors. There is an additional emergency exit through the bow door on Jet Express 1 as well. This exit should only be used under the direction of a Jet Express crew member. There are emergency exit doors on the second deck inside cabin through clearly marked doors to the aft decks. If you are riding on the upper outside decks and an emergency arises, please proceed to the aft lower deck in a single file, slow and orderly manner as directed by your crew. Life jackets for everyone on board the Jet Express are located under clearly marked select seats. To gain access, simply lift the seats up. Life jackets are also safely stored in the overhead bins on the aft deck. Life rings aboard the Jet Express are located on the lower aft deck of the vessel. They are on both the port and starboard sides, the left and right sides of the watercraft. An additional life ring is also located to the right of the bow door on the lower inside cabin. In the event you are required to don a life jacket, the proper procedure is as follows. Place the jacket on yourself prior to placing the jacket onto your children or any other person requiring assistance. Lift the jacket over your head onto your upper body. When the jacket is in place, wrap the strap around the back and clasp the hook into the service or other special transportation on the island. Please inform a crew member now, and arrangements will be made. Prior to our arrival on Put-in-Bay, in approximately 20 minutes, we will call your attention to the many unique features of Lake Erie. Until then, allow us to be your host as you enjoy your voyage to Put-in-Bay. Lighthouse is the Southland Island and the Put-in-Bay Lighthouse, where it was replaced with a small...
That's Green Island.
Beacon. Green Island is now a refuge for wildlife and a bird sanctuary as well. The island is owned by the state of Ohio. Looking southward to the right, you can see Southland Island, the most famous of the 12 Lake Erie Islands in this area, and home of historic festive Put-in-Bay. While thousands of summer residents use it as a second home summer resort. Southland Island is one of the largest islands in the western basin of Lake Erie. Also five Great Lakes. Lake Erie is the fourth in size, ahead of Lake Ontario, covering almost 10,000 square miles. Lake Erie was the last of the Great Lakes to be discovered by French explorers. It is a shallow, only 210 feet deep at its deepest point, with an average depth of about 100 feet. For this reason, the lake is quickly stirred by storms, which can produce violent waves, thus inhibiting pleasure boating. The success of fishing efforts throughout the year is tied directly to the mood of Lake Erie, the wind, the waves, and the sunshine. Strong winds sometimes prevent boats from providing transportation to the island. The shelter. Coming into view now, still on the starboard side, is a large freighter jutting out from the side of the island. This was the original Benson Ford, sister ship to the Henry Ford freighter built in 1924. Later renamed the Dykstra, and then the Frank J. Sullivan. Frank J. Sullivan Jr. purchased this vessel and renamed it to honor his father, who served in the Great Lakes shipping industry his entire life. Sullivan Jr. had intentions of renovating the ship and adding it to his lake fleet, but since this proved uneconomical, he decided to preserve it and turned it into an island retreat. It was most recently purchased by the Casper family of Sandusky, Ohio, and is their private island retreat. We are looking at the forward cabin and the pilot house of the freighter. Now off to the port side is Rattlesnake Island, a privately owned resort, lodge, and club. Folklore has it that the island received its name either from the many snakes that at one time inhabited it, or from the two smaller islands off the end of the island, which are supposed to resemble the rattles on the venomous creatures. As we round the island, off the port side is Middlebass Island, the home of the former Lost Winery. It's now an Ohio State Park. To get there, just hop on board the Sunny S at the boardwalk dock on Put-in-Bay for a refreshing ride to Middlebass Island. For local wines made with family pride, visit their historic Ivan Winery on South Bass Island, just across from Ferry's Cave, the Antique Car Museum, and The monument stands 352 feet high, the third tallest memorial structure in the world. The Jet Express is now approaching the docks at Putin Bay. We ask that you remain on your deck until the lines have been secured and the operator put into place. Please be sure that you have all of your personal belongings, including your children. Now we invite you to explore the sights and sounds of this famous Victorian village. The tour train, golf carts, bicycle rentals, and restrooms and lockers are available right on the Jet Express dock. Public restrooms are also located in the Rivera Park. The captain
And right there's
thank you for joining us on
Axel
the Jet
and
Express.
Harry's.
Please come back and ride with us on your return to the mainland. Have a wonderful stay on Putin Bay.
Here our ride's coming in. We're underway. He's using side thrusters. There's Lon's Winery across the way there. That old engine really churning up the water. That's a nice little boat.
Ahoy and welcome aboard the Putin Bay Jet Express 2. Your captain and crew are here to serve you. We remind you that for the comfort of all the passengers, eating, drinking, and smoking are prohibited during our voyage back to the mainland. This 98-foot vessel will be traveling at the rate of 35 knots or 40 miles per hour. We will be at the mouth of the Portage River at Port Clinton in approximately 22 minutes. Enjoy the ride.
Well,
as required by the United States Coast Guard, and to ensure the safety of all on board, please pay attention as we point out the emergency exits and demonstrate how to don a life jacket in the event of an emergency. The emergency exits aboard the Jet Express are in the following locations. On the inside cabin, on the lower deck, exits are out of the stern of the vessel through clearly marked doors. There is an additional on the flight. The proper procedure is as follows. Place the jacket on yourself prior to putting the jacket on
Let me get up and take a picture of the water and I'll be done. Well, there's what 3,000 horsepower looks like. Or no, 7,000 horsepower. We're doing about 40 mile an hour right now. You can see the coast passes by pretty good. Yeah, you get it. See how fast we're moving along. There's Ford's boat. So at least a couple boats are going through. Well, it ought to be going down pretty soon. There we go. I think both of them go down together. We done?
That's what's known as the basket.
Yeah.